Welcome to this 30-minute active flexibility routine. During this session, we're going to look to target areas like our hip flexors, our hamstrings, our groins and adductors, and our glutes. If you're already familiar with mobility and flexibility training, this session is going to feel pretty good, or it can be pretty challenging depending on how hard you push yourself. If you are brand new to this kind of training, I highly recommend using some props for assistance during these movements, and also just make sure you have some space and set yourself up next to a wall or a couch or your bed just for one of the movements. If you really struggle with this session, do not worry. This stuff just takes time for your body to get used to and for everything to open up. I do recommend repeating this routine 1 to 3 times a week for maximum benefits. If you have any questions, feel free just to reach out in the comments or reach out directly to me on Instagram. My username is somewhere here. I will also leave it in the description. But before we get into it, if you like mobility and flexibility focused content, I would highly appreciate a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video to your stiffest and tightest friend who needs this session more than anyone else. Okay, let's get into it. So for our first movement, we're gonna go through a hip opener, runner's lunge, or I like to call it hip opener complex because it consists of a few different kind of movements. So hands on the floor, foot comes to the outside of your hands. If possible, back leg up off the floor. Okay, timer has begun and we're just holding this position. Ideally, getting some circles with our hips, just trying to loosen our hip up. If it feels good, start to abduct that front leg. We're just trying to get those hips loose here now. So whatever really feels best. We're going to be here for 90 seconds. So don't push anything too hard, too early. I also like to add in some rotations, drop the elbow down, keep your eyes on your hands as you open up, just to loosen everything up for our more intense stretches, if you will. So let's just go for another 1 to 2 reps of those. The main focus here is really keeping that back leg nice and straight, squeezing the glute on that straight leg. Again, the key theme for this whole routine is active. So we're not resting or relaxing. It's active and it's intense. Okay, from here, bring your foot into the center of your hands and we're gonna go through these active pigeons. So drop the knee down as close to the floor as you can get it. Let's just go through a few reps here like this. As that knee drops, try shift your body away from it. You should feel all that outer hip and glute region. Let's go for one more rep. Hold and swap sides. If you need to shake it out, go over to that opposite leg. So again, foot to the outside of your hands and the timer is back on. So again, just start off straightening that back leg, getting some circles with your hips. If it feels good, abduct that hip a bit more. Imagine you're trying to create space within that hip joint and you're moving whatever way feels best, squeezing the glute on that straight leg. Then from here, start to add those rotations in again. If it feels good, hold this position for a sec. No right or wrong way to go through these. If your hips are already burning like crazy, don't be afraid to drop the leg a bit early because there is a lot more to come. So don't burn yourself out too early because things may get intense. Right, from here, let's bring that foot back into the middle again. Active pigeons. Drop the knee towards the floor, shift your body in the opposite direction. And again. If your back hip flexor is really burning during this, drop the knee on the floor. You can still work through these reps fine. You should also feel a nice stretch on the outside of your foot your ankle as you roll to the side, and as you come up, try stretch that ankle out also. Remember, the body is a chain. Everything's connected. Nice, let's go for one more rep. Drop down and come up. Take a second, shake it out, warm up, complete. We're only getting started. So now we're gonna go into our pigeon position, 2 minutes on either side. So if it's really tight for you, start off in the 90-90 position and then straighten your leg if things start to feel better. So get into position, shift your body weight over that front leg, and let's just work through these reps here now. So if you're super tight, just hold your foot, hold this position here for a sec. Add some little movement in at the bottom. But again, I'm actively pushing my leg through the floor. Again, we have 2 minutes here, so no rush. If it feels good, straighten that back leg, shift your hip up off the floor. I like to keep my hand on my foot at all times. It just helps with stability. Now I can really start playing around in this position, so try bring chest to foot. If it feels good just to hold this bottom position, do that. But try to stay active by moving around side to side. If you're still in the 90-90 position, that's completely fine. You do not have to come into this position. Only if it feels mildly comfortable, then you can switch. Again, try push yourself during this session. Don't try relax. We're trying to force change through our hips. And that's only possible if we treat it like strength training. Trying to open our hips up. Better and new adaptations. So we have 30 seconds left here. If you can now, try to take the hands away and really work through those pigeon push-ups. Let's get 2 more reps in. Last one. Hold at the bottom. 3, 2, and push up. And swap sides. It's tough. 2 minutes is a good amount of time though to really open those hips up. So again, if we have to start in 90-90, that's completely fine. Get your positioning, grab your foot, calf parallel to quad, shift your body weight over that front leg. So we're not sitting back, we're sitting forward. So timer is back on. Again, if you're super tight already in this 90-90 position, you can stick with it for the entire 2 minutes. You do not have to go into the other progression if this one feels challenging already. Always make sure to breathe when you're doing this stuff. Also, don't hold your breath. It's going to make things a lot harder. Again, if you feel comfortable, shift the straight leg. Now that you're in straight leg, you're driving this leg through the floor. The front leg. And try not to be too lower back dominant. So try not to arch your back when you come up. Think about it like a hinge. You're pushing the foot through the floor and you're abducting the hip. So if you can now, take your hands away and start working through those push-ups. Again, you're not arching your back. Instead, you're driving through the floor and coming up. If you feel it way too much in your lower back, just stay down here. Don't worry about those push-ups. All right, last 30 seconds here. If you want, completely relax into it. My hips are starting to feel good already, which is a good thing. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes and the better it feels. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, take a second. This will probably be our last nice stretch. Everything after that is going to be torture. So you are warned. Elephant walks for our hamstrings. If you cannot touch the floor with your hands, I recommend using something to prop your hands up. Could be yoga blocks. It could be a foam roller. It just depends what you have at your disposal. During this movement, feet stay flat on the floor. Okay, let's get into it. So get whatever props you're going to use. We're going to go for 2 minutes in total with this. So both hands on our props. I'm actually going to get rid of one of them. And throughout this movement, think about shifting forward and you're driving your toes through the floor. Okay, so 2 minutes has begun. And I'm going to take this mic off so the sound isn't all muffly. So we're bending one knee and we're straightening the opposite leg, focusing on that stretch through the straight leg. As you straighten the leg, squeeze your quad and shift your body weight towards that leg. Let your upper body fold also, trying to decompress your spine. I like to hold each stretch, each position for at least 2 seconds and notice how I'm kind of pulsing as I go through it. Just make sure to keep breathing as always. If you're feeling kind of loose already, I like to add a bit of an upper back stretch into it, okay? So only try this if you can touch your hands off the floor or at least very close. So hands behind the head, think about pushing your neck and stretching your neck and going through these stretches. So we're still alternating legs. Oof, that feels good. Right, we're on to our last 10 seconds here. Your hamstrings should feel pretty good. If they just feel super tight, that's okay. You have work to do. Just keep coming back to this video. Once, twice a week. Do it daily if you want. Okay. From there, take a sec. Shake it out if you need. So now we're going to go onto our standing pancake for our groins and our adductors. Again, I recommend using a prop for your hands for assistance and support. This movement is going to be a lot tougher than the previous ones, so do not push depth too early, or you don't have to push depth in this session at all. Next time you do it, push it a bit harder that time. Gradual exposure to more end range over time is what we want. Not trying to push anything too soon. We don't want to hurt ourselves, and we want to make sure we're getting the right stimulus we need in this moment, okay? So how do we do it? We come up onto our feet. Take a wide stance like so. If your stance is here, that's fine, but our stance isn't here, okay? Take a wide stance, drive your big toes into the floor, but all toes are flat. From here, this is a hinge, so we're not rounding our spine, we're pushing our hips back towards the wall and we're holding this position here. And as time goes on, we will get deeper down, okay? But I'll talk you through it. So get into position, take that wide stance. We're going for 90 seconds here. So doing the best that we can, okay? So from here, push the hips back. We're hinging. If you just have to hold this position here, that's completely fine. Using something as support. I'm just gonna hold here for a few seconds, get those adductors warm. This will probably be the hardest part because this is active right here. I'm using my glutes and my other hip muscles to keep myself from falling forward, okay? So if you're starting to shake, that's completely fine. Right, from here, let's come down a touch lower. If you can get your hands on the floor, we can do that. But again, you're still driving through the toes. And if I wanted, I can still take my hands up because I'm stable through my feet. If this is really tough, keep your hands on the floor. Just hold this position here. If you feel like you're able to, take the hands up, and we're just going to start adding this little side to side movement in. Okay, at any stage, if this gets too tough, just come up. Use your hands as well. This is tough for me also. So there's no exceptions with a movement like this. We're going to go for another 30 seconds here. So again, use assistance. Don't be afraid. Okay. This is tough. On to our last 10 seconds here. Hold at the top. Come all the way up. Hold this position for 10, 9, 8, 7. My yoga mat going crazy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I was losing my footing. Not ideal on a yoga mat. Nice. Take a second. Shake it out if you need. My adductors are flooded with endorphins right now. My hips feel good. Although that was tough, they're still a good stretch. I'm lost for words. Okay, from here, we're gonna go into our couch stretch for our hip flexors. This still may be very tough for you. So again, just work with what you're capable of doing and build up over time. So find yourself next to a wall, a couch, your bed, whatever you have. Bring your knee as close to the wall as you can. Ideally, our foot is flat up against the wall, but if you're not there yet, if your leg is like this, that's completely fine. Over time, you can get it closer. If you are new to this movement, could be wise to also use something as support too. So let's get into position. 2 minutes on either side here. So foot comes up like so. I'm in position. I'm gonna get rid of this. From here, think about pushing myself back to the wall. Breathe into this one. Throughout, I'm trying to squeeze my glute. Once I squeeze my glute, that sends a signal from my brain down to my hip flexor that it's safe to release tension due to a process called reciprocal inhibition. If you care, you probably don't. I also like to think there's a string attached to my head, and that string is pulling my body up and lengthening my body from my head right down to my hip flexor, my rectus femoris, my quads, even part of my obliques as well. Right, we're a minute in here. Keep holding. Keep breathing. If you're not all the way back against the wall, See with your next exhale if you can just push yourself a bit further back. Try push it, shouldn't be too comfortable. Okay, on to our last 40 seconds. So if you can push a bit deeper, let's do that now. For these last 30 seconds, you're pushing it, each exhale. Try to get back a bit more. Last 10. Okay, 3, 2, and slowly swap sides. Whew, that feels good. Knees a bit sore, but hip flexors feel good. Okay, take a second before going onto that next side. So again, same thing. Leg comes as close to the wall as we can possibly get it. If you need, using something as a prop, just for assistance. It's also sometimes good to push into something to help get back a bit more. Okay, so get ourselves into position. And we're gonna go again for 2 minutes now. So again, if you're starting here, that's completely fine. As this timer goes on, just try to get yourself back more. Again, string attached to our head, trying to lengthen my body. I don't want to be rounding through my spine. My chest stays upright. I'm also squeezing my glute every few seconds to allow that hip flexor to release. It's also completely normal for one side to be a lot tighter than the other. Often that is just due to imbalances and a certain area overcompensating for whatever issues we may have. Keep breathing. And you will be happy to know we are officially halfway through. Keep squeezing that glute also. If you can, back right against the wall. Pushing through that front foot also. Nice, doing well. If you're still holding, doing really well. 30 seconds. It's the last couch stretch of the day. To be honest, couch stretch, when you start out with it, very challenging. But as things opens up, it's probably one of the best stretches. Like, it just feels so good, especially if you sit a lot. There is no better stretch. Last 10 seconds. Let's do 2 big deep breaths. Each exhale, pushing back to the wall. Push back. Let's get one more. Nice. And slowly bring yourself out. Oh yeah. Feel like I'm stuck in that position. That feels very good, if I do say so myself. Okay, take a second. We have one more movement for the day, and we're going to come to our feet for this movement. We're going to hold it for 90 seconds. You may not be able to hold it for 90 seconds. If you just have to stand up fully and come back down into it, that's completely fine. It's our horse stance squat. Okay, similar setup to our pancake, except it's not a hinge, it's a squat, hence the name. Okay, so take a wide stance, feet 45-degree angle. From here, think about posterior tuck of the pelvis. So scoop your hips forward, abduct the hips, knees come out, and we're gonna squat down, okay? So get yourself set. Going in 3, In 2 and 1. So squat down. We're holding this position here. If you need something for assistance, that's completely fine. Think about using those glutes also. You should be able, now that we're after doing a lot of flexibility work, things should be feeling loose. I'm going to go quiet for this one because I'm going to struggle. This is tough. Make sure to keep those glutes squeezing. At any stage, if you need to stand up for a sec, that's completely fine. I recommend doing it now briefly, just to let some tension off, and then to hold for this remaining 45 seconds. So let's see if we can hold this fully now. Abduct those hips. Try to get as low as you can. Stay strong through the glutes. I'm starting to shake. Right, we have 15 seconds. Okay, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, that was tough. Come down to the floor. Let's just sit in this Seiza position. If you can't sit in the Seiza position, maybe just curl your toes. Just sit back. Take a couple deep breaths. That session, intense. A lot of good movements in there. If you found some of these movements very challenging, I highly recommend doing this session 1 to 2 times a week. It's more than flexibility. This is strength. When you can build strength in these end range positions, that's gonna, 1, improve your flexibility like crazy. It's gonna make you way more resilient to injuries because this is a hip focused session, but all those hip muscles are strong. So when you go to do movements like squats or hinges or single leg movements, everything is working the way it should, okay? But like anything, it's a process. It's going to take time to build up the strength and the flexibility to where these movements become nice rather than absolute agony. But as always, if you like this video, I really appreciate, drop a like, subscribe to my channel because I post content like this, follow along routines and more educational videos all the time. So stay tuned and we will catch you on the next one. Cheers.